Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon to everyone here. How are you? Anyway, guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the Strength Chat today with the Trainer Orlando. I'm Trainer Orlando. Here you understand how you can double your strength and feel 10 years younger in your 40s and beyond. I'm Trainer Orlando. Nice to meet you. And the subject today is: can I hurt myself with the weights? Can I hurt myself with doing the weights? Is it possible that to happen? What can you tell me about it? Have you or any of you, um, any of you have hurted yourselves before? Well, I've had injuries before. Yeah, yeah, not bad ones, but they injuries they happen. But have you ever hurt yourself doing the weightlifting weights? Do you know how to summarize what's an injury? How would you describe? How would you summarize an injury or injuries? So I'd say, how can I summarize? How the trainer can summarize an injury or injuries? An injury can be due to a wrong movement. Yeah, when you doing an exercise and you apply wrong movements, that's how you can pick up an injury. That's possible. Also, if you lifting um, weights a bit heavier, yeah, so you can pick up an injury. Or let's put it this way: if you're lifting heavier than you should, yeah, not just because you're lifting heavy weights, because sometimes you're lifting too much than you should. Okay, so but basically it's like a wrong movement and a bad technique. I'll be talking about these and other things, and towards the end of this live, I will show you guys. I've got two exercises to show you. uh, to show you how we do the technique, how we proceed the exercise movement. Because again, it's important you understand how to do the exercise movement, because you can hurt yourselves, and you can hurt yourselves in a bad way. If that happens, you're gonna be crying. Well, in brackets, right? You're gonna be regretting. I should have known the technique before doing this exercise. It happens. So if I ask you, what's the difference between feeling pain, yeah, feeling pain from training, let's put it this way, feeling pain from training and pain from an injury. So there is a difference here. So let's take the first one, pain from training, yeah. What happens when you have that kind of, you know, you had your session, yeah, you finish your session, and tomorrow you wake up and you say, oh, I can feel my muscles, I can feel there, it's a bit achy. What happens? Tell you what, when you do weight training, there is no escape. Yeah, you will have muscle soreness uh, unless you don't take your muscles to fatigue. Yeah, because when you do weight training, you have to fatigue, you have to stress the muscles to break the muscle fibers, so you get the muscle soreness. That's normal. I do get every time. I'm feeling today a bit. Yeah, I'm feeling this because I trained yesterday. Sometimes you get this kind of muscle soreness. You feel your body a bit achy. It's not tomorrow. Some people, they feel straight away the next day, or towards the end of the day, but it's more like a next day, or I'd say 72 hours or 48 hours. Let's say 48 hours. It's best. Yep, you feel that muscle soreness, okay? And you feel a little bit achy, but that's part of the job. When you're lifting weights, you have to go through this. If you don't feel this, your body is aching a bit, it's because you didn't work hard enough. Yeah, that's what happens, because you didn't take your muscles to, we say, you didn't fatigue your muscles. So another thing, what happens is, when you get this pain from lifting weights, which is a normal pain, let's put it this way in brackets, you break down your muscle fibers. This is a normal process in training. You have to break down the muscle fibers to, can you tell me? to get stronger. Yeah. When you break down the muscle fibers, the tendency is for you to get stronger and build more muscle mass. Yeah, I'm not talking about bodybuilders here. I'm talking about having more muscle mass. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you don't need to be massive. Yeah, but you need to build muscle mass if you're in your 40s, 50s, and above. Okay, if you want to double your strength, two times double your strength, and if you're 10 years younger, this is what you have to do. Yeah, you have to train, lift weights, and with intensity. As if you don't have intensity in training, forget it. Okay. Of course, if you're starting now, if you're a beginner, novice, yeah, it's a build up. But throughout the time, you have to increase intensity into your training. Okay. So this is what happens when you get pain from training. It's a normal pain, and it's okay. You can live with that. I live with that. Yeah, it's part of the job. The more you're training, the more you put intensity, the more you're gonna feel it. Okay. Now, what about the other pain? You know how to differentiate uh, muscle soreness from the pain you don't like, which is like when you hurt yourself in training. This is bad pain. We call this one bad pain. If you got a good pain, which I've just mentioned, and if you got the bad pain, the bad pain is you can have a long layoff from training. Yeah. So if you hurt yourself doing training, you can have a long layoff, or not a long layoff, but you might have to be like a week or 2 weeks away from your training, which is not good if you like training and if you want to reach your goals. Yeah. Sometimes you might need to have an operation depending on the how severe or how severely you injured yourself. Yeah, I have seen that on the gym floor before, people hurting themselves. Yeah, in a bad way, because this is my house. This is where I live. I see things happening there all the time. Yeah, so another thing is to avoid this kind of injuries, you have to be careful with the movements you do with the weights. You have to understand the movement. You have to create muscle memory to understand the movement. This is important. Okay. Um, Another thing is if you pick up an injury like this, it might reduce your mobility in training. For example, now I've got an injury. Yeah, I've been sustaining this injury. It's not, it's my middle back, but it's okay. I can walk, I can do the things, but it bothers me. Of course, it bothers me. Yeah. But I still can work, no problem. I just need like to get someone to manipulate my back, and thank God everything will be okay. But you see, you pick up injuries. This is a kind of injuries you don't want to have because you get irritated, and I feel irritated when I pick up injuries. As I said, yeah. So this is the difference between having getting pain from training, normal training, your muscle soreness, your body gets a bit achy, and the other pain, the body pain, when you hurt yourself. If you hurt yourself, that's a problem. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. That's good. Hopefully everyone is, let me just drink some water. Another thing you need to drink is a lot of water, guys. Yeah, don't forget it. Yeah. Why is important? This is let me ask a question. Why is important? Why is doing this exercise? Why is doing the exercise with the right movement important? Why do you need to do exercise with the right movement? Can you want to say anything to me here? Why do you need to do the exercise with the right movement? The first one is if you know how to do the exercises with the right movement, you can achieve what you after in training, your goals. Yeah, you can achieve your goals faster. Whether it's you want to reduce fat, or you want to build up more muscle, you want to fix your posture, You want to get your lower body stronger, your upper body stronger. So you've got goals in training. No one, believe me, if you ask anyone on the gym floor, what are you after? What are your goals here? They always say something. Oh, I want to get more biceps. I want to fix my posture. I want to push my shoulders back a bit because it's a bit like a hunched over. So you always have the goals in training. Yeah. So that's why it's important to exercise with the right movement. Yeah. And also, you can get like a twice stronger. And if you're 10 years younger, imagine that when you're in training, exercising, and you know the right movements, yeah, you know how to do. So what happens? Your results, they come faster to you, yeah, and you can get stronger, twice stronger. And if you're 10 years younger, I feel like, I always say in my lives, I feel like 20 years younger. I'm 59, but that's how I feel. I feel inside and outside, yeah. When I have my haircut, I can feel like I'm a lot younger than that. Anyway, another thing is, I've just mentioned, doing the right movements, you avoid injuries. Okay, injuries. When you get injuries, it doesn't help your life. I know that. Another thing is, let me think. When people walk along, if you're exercising, and people walk along, they look at you and they say, wow, he or she, they know what they're doing. Look at the movements, beautiful. Yeah, look at the breathing. Yeah, when executing that movement, look at the body. Look at the way they contract their core to lift the weight. It's important. If you're doing a standing or sit exercise, how you how you position yourself. Yeah, it's important to understand. Another thing is, if you doing the right movements, you can build up muscles faster. Why? It's there, muscle memory. You know how to do the movement. You know how to use, you say in fitness, the tempo in training. It's not, you don't do exercise like that. Calm down, people. You see people in the gym doing biceps like that, lifting their elbows. Well, actually, I'm going to show you at the end of this live 2 very good exercises. Yeah, stay with me to the end, because I'll show what's the idea here. Just to show the technique. It's not lifting weights. It's how you can apply the correct technique when training. Okay, this is important. That's, I pick a lot on my clients. Your back's not good, your elbow's going up. Yeah, so I'm always correcting my my clients. Another thing is, when you have a good movement, is the technique. I'd say not the technique. You get better body definition. You get better lining. You will hypertrophy better your body when lifting weights. Okay. Another thing I can see is the importance of this movement is you feel more confident when lifting the weights. Why? Because you know what you're doing. Because you know you won't make any mistakes. Because probably you won't hurt yourself. Things can happen. I'm not saying it's 100% you hurt yourself. You not hurt yourself. But things can happen. We all know. But if you know how to do the movements, you'll be feeling more confident, okay? And you keep learning faster and faster because your memory is there, yeah? So another thing you can get is better muscle memory, because once you learn that movement, you learn another, and it comes easier with the time, okay? But what happens if you don't do the right exercise movement? What happens? More or less what I've just mentioned. So your results won't come faster. They might come, but they will take a lot longer with the wrong movements. And another thing I was about to forget is, Oh, have a look at me, trainer. I'm not looking back, am I? Look at my body. Yeah, but it's taking me a long time to get this body. What happens sometimes if you don't have a good technique, you can get muscle imbalance. Yeah, you can get more like more, let's say, more muscle in one side than the other. So that's not good. And in future, you can get problems. Yeah, when you have muscle imbalance. If you go to a physio, a therapist professional, they sometimes they say, look, you've got some muscle imbalance here in your hip, in your shoulders. That's sometimes you use more one side than the other, and you get muscle imbalance in your body. Yeah. So again, if you don't have this right movement, yeah, if you don't know when you're doing the exercise and the movement is all awkwardly all wrong, your muscle mass you take longer to build. Yeah, to build up muscle mass you take a bit longer. Yeah, again you can get injuries. Yeah, another thing I see is you might drop out of the gym because results are not coming the way you were expecting, and people just drop out of the gym. I've seen, I've been in the gym for like 12-ish years. I've seen loads of people leaving and those people coming back again. Yeah, because they go for a second trial. You know what I mean? Try to I need to come back and I need to get it sorted. What happens sometimes is when they come back, they get a trainer to help them. That's happened before. Yeah, I've had client. I have had clients who used to train by themselves, and then they just say, "Look, I need your help because I'm not getting the results. I'm kind of stuck with my training. I've got that we call in training a plateau. When you reach a plateau, you're not getting any stronger, you're not burning much, yeah, and you lose motivation. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Another thing is I see people doing too much too soon. Yeah. They come on the gym floor, they get the big weights, no warming up, doing nothing, and they want to lift weights. This is how you pick up injuries, especially if you don't warm up. You have to do some like active stretches, or you jump on the treadmill for 5-10 minutes, yeah, or cross trainer. Just like 5-10 minutes doesn't cost you anything. Don't go to the gym floor. If you want to go to the gym floor, stretch yourself, yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there, like that, yeah, just do something, yeah, but don't get big weights. Don't get big weights. Or if you want to get the weights, get smaller weights, just warm up, do whatever you want to do it. And then you go for the a little bit heavier, but not too much. Let me just, people ask me sometimes, let's say I'm 60, I'm 70, I'm 80, yeah? Can I learn the technique? Can I learn this movement? Yes, yes. Of course you can. Doesn't matter your age. If you watch the movement, you watch me do the movement, you can replicate, you can do. There's no problem. You can do. Of course you can do it. Sorry. Just a second. I'll just checking my connection here. My connection is okay. So yeah, doesn't matter what age you are, you can do it. You can do it as long as you just follow what you watching. Yeah, if you watch me like doing an exercise, explain you the technique, you just follow it, do it. If I'm doing a squat movement, pay attention to my tutorial. You will replicate and you do it. Believe me, that's going to happen to you. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter what age you are, 40, 50s. Usually I speak to people from they're between like kind of like 35, 40 and above. Yeah. My oldest client's about 65, 63, 65, and my youngest is 41. Yeah. These are like age group I've been training. usually like people, like older people, want to come to me because I've been in the business, I've been in the fitness industry for many years, and they want, and let's put it this way, I'm an experienced trainer, and I've been training people for a long time. So they feel more confident, and when they get me to train them. Okay, so yeah, again, if you're 70, if you're 65, if you're 50, you can learn the movement because you get the muscle memory. Once you understand that muscle memory, you won't forget it. You can, if you don't, of course, you have to keep practicing because you learn. If it's like anything in life, you learn. If you don't practice, you're gonna forget it. Yeah, you're gonna get it wrong, right? Um, yeah, I could tell you some about like sort of things that happened on the gym floor, and I've seen before, like some stories. Because what's the name of this live today? Can I hurt myself? Can I can I hurt myself with the weights? Yeah, you can. You can hurt in a bad way if you're not careful. That's why I've decided to do this live to warning you. Especially walking on the gym floor, you have to be careful because you have loads of people lifting bars. Yeah, they have dumbbells, they do like power movements, so you have to pay attention. Just pay attention because you can get a bang in the head. Yeah, and you can hurt yourself. So let me tell you about this, what happened with this guy. He was doing this is for you. This is a very good tip and to wake you up about this thing. This guy, he had a set. He was doing dumbbell chest press. Yeah, and he had a set of weights on the floor, and he was doing a movement. Yeah, he was doing the bench movement with the dumbbells. Yeah, up and down, up and down. And when he finished, what happened? He dropped on the floor on the sides, but he forgot he had a set on the floor already. And when he went like that, it cut his finger in a bad way. So this can happen to anyone if you're not attentive. If you have like weights on the sides and you're doing a movement with another set and you drop on the floor, make sure they are there. If you drop it, you can cut your finger like he did it. And we had to take him to hospital to fix the finger. That's one. Another time it happened was I had to rescue someone doing the bench press. You know the bench press, an exercise you do for your chest. Yeah, you've got the bench, which is flat. You've got a long barbell. And he was doing the movement. But it happens that barbell was heavy. I mean, with weights. And I was watching, but as I've been training for a long time, I thought to myself, I'd rather keep watching because I don't think he can do it. What happened was when he started doing the first rep, he came down here, he couldn't get it off. He couldn't get it off of the chest. What happens? You cannot breathe because it's pressing your bone, your sternum here, and you cannot breathe. I had to rush to lift that off his chest to help him. Till today, he says to me, "Thank you, you saved my life." What did I tell him? I said, "Look, mate, if you want to lift the weights, if you're not 100% sure you can lift that amount of weights, ask for help. Ask for someone to support you." That's what I'm telling you. If you want to lift more than you usually do, better get someone to support you and help you. You'll be fine. Because if you by yourself, if something happens, if there is no one around to help you, deep trouble. Okay? So these are the things that can happen. Other things can happen. So what I'm saying to you guys is just pay attention when you walk around and people are lifting barbells or squatting. Don't be too close. Yeah? Be a little bit far away. Um, we come to, I'm going to show you now this exercise. I told you that was at the beginning of this life, this life. The exercise I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you deadlifts and biceps. I'm going to show this tutorial of this exercise. But before I show these exercises, what sort of like when I'm walking the floor, when I watch people exercise and lifting barbells, dumbbells, how do they sometimes get the movement wrong? What? Let's put it this way: what exercise they get exercises wrong the most? What I see is when they do deadlifts, when they do this exercise deadlift, the one I'm going to show you in the video, is they are not careful with the back, yeah? Because when you do deadlifts, you have to make sure your back is flat, yeah? Like this, when you exercise, not like that, yeah? If you're lifting weights, and this is a very important exercise, deadlifts, compound exercise that encompass different muscle joints, yeah? You have to be careful not to hurt your back. So if you don't have a good technique, probably you will hurt your back. You might not hurt your back there when you're doing, but after a week or 2 weeks or more, you might feel a discomfort in your back or middle back. Could be from the deadlifts. Another exercise I see is squats. Squat, it's not a difficult movement to do it, but it's not that easy. You have to understand again the technique, how to squat properly, how to place the barbell across your back. Yeah, it's important. Okay, you cannot place the barbell here on your neck. Why? You're gonna hurt your cervical. Yeah. So the barbell has to sit right there on your traps. Yeah, so I see like when they lifting, they are lifting too much sometimes, and the technique is not good. What happens? They can fall over. They can lose the balance and flow. Another one I see is shoulder presses. When people, like today, I saw this guy doing shoulder press. Big weights, doing from here to there, like this. Watch me, like this. Tell me, what was he doing? Nothing. He wasn't benefiting at all. The muscle was not benefiting. Actually, the muscle like this. Please stop doing this. You're going to hurt me. Yeah, stop there. This is not good. You're not doing anything. You're not maximizing. You're not creating muscles. Because one thing is in fitness, you need to use your range of movement. Yeah. If the range of movements like that, you have to use it. Not like that. Not just like that. When I say is, you don't start like this. Yeah. I cannot see myself, but your elbows, they have to be close to your sides and down, and push all the way up and lock and down. So you have to do all the movement up and down, not just a little bit. That's what happened. That's what I saw today. And I was with a client, and I told my client, look, that's a wrong movement. Okay. Another one is I see biceps. This is the second exercise I'm going to show you, biceps. When people do biceps, they want to, in the gym, they say, I'm doing the guns today. I want to be bigger. So they get big weights and they do like this. You see my elbows lifting their elbows. That's wrong. And bouncing and using the lower back, which you can put huge stress in the lower back and hurt your back. Yeah, probably when they are doing, they don't understand about it, because there is a saying in the gym, the heavier the better, which is not true. Yeah, you can hurt yourself. You can do heavier, but if you understand the movement. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is another thing. Another thing is, I forgot to say, if you want to understand more about these exercises and movements, um, you can go to my YouTube and watch me performing this exercise. I've got loads of exercise there. Yeah, you go to the search engine and you just type in, if it happens there is an exercise you want to see and it's not there, please let me know. Just write to me in the comments there, and I will make a video of that. Okay, just let me know. If you are, oh, trainer, I couldn't find this exercise um, on your playlist or wherever, in your Facebook or in your YouTube, in your Instagram, let me know it. Yeah, I will do straight away one next day, and I will post for you. Okay, no problem. Just let me know what exercise you'd like to see. Oh, I want to see this exercise. I want to see that exercise. Just let me know. Yeah, and I will do for you. Okay, and it's for free. You just go there, go to my YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and watch all those videos. It's there for you for free. What are you waiting for? You don't need to pay anything. Just go for it. Okay, so now people who are watching me here in my Instagram, yeah, I've got my YouTube here, I've got my Instagram, and also Facebook. If you are on Instagram, you won't be able to watch the video because my platform does not allow me to show on Instagram. So what you have to do is you have to move to my Facebook or my YouTube, and you'll be able to watch the video. Okay, so while I wait for you to come to my YouTube or Facebook, I'm gonna position the video here. Yeah, the first one. Let me just add the video to the stream. Give me a second.
So when I hold the barbell,
Okay, the video is there. Guys, I'm just waiting for you to go to my Facebook or YouTube, and now I'm gonna show you this video. Okay,
you see I've got overgrip, shoulders back. If you look at my feet, yeah, shoulders back. If you look at my feet, yeah, it goes with my hip, yeah. That's the position, you can see it. So shoulders back, that's another position. So if I turn this way here, you can see my back. So I'm going to mimic the movement. You see? The barbell is close to my shins and back straight, and I'm not looking up. And back up again. So I go all the way down, slow, and back up. If you look at my neck, my neck is straight with my back. So I'm not looking up, I'm looking down, and I keep a neutral back, as you can see it. And up and lock. And lock. Basically, that's the movement you have to do it. Okay? I'm just holding this a 20 kg barbell. So I'm going to perform again for you to have a better idea how I do the movement. Okay? Shoulders back, barbell close to my shins, and go down, and up, back up. Go down, up, back up. Basically, and lock. And lock. Basically, that's the movement you have to do it. Okay? I'm just holding this a 20 kg barbell. So I'm going to perform again for you to have a better idea how I do the movement. Okay? Shoulders back, barbell close to my shins, and go down, and up, back up. Go down. Up, back up. Basically, this is what you have to do before you put weights on this barbell. Make sure you understand the movement, and you go from there. Hi, hello, how are you? You see, I've got overgrip. Shoulders back. If you look at my feet, yeah, it goes with my hip, yeah. That's the position, you can see it. So shoulders back, that's another position. So if I turn this way here, you can see my back. So I'm going to mimic the movement. You see, the barbell is close to my shins and back straight, and I'm not looking up. And back up again. squeeze, squeeze, and out, up and out. Again, make sure when you're doing your biceps, you do not move your elbows. Once you're doing like this, using your shoulders and lifting the elbows, does not do any good for your biceps. Make sure, again, once again, you have your elbows right tucked inside, squeeze your biceps and down. Quick on the way up and slow on the way down. It's not a difficult movement to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it again. Okay? Breathe out, squeeze, and down. Breathe out, squeeze, and down. Breathe out, squeeze, and down. So if you want to get your arms defined, good biceps, yeah, that's what you have to do. Use a good technique. And the last thing is, move your elbows. Once you're doing like this, use your shoulders and lifting the elbows. Does not do any good for your biceps. Make sure, again, once again, you have your elbows right tucked inside, squeeze your biceps and down. Quick on the way up and slow